My name is James Berry, and I was born 1929 in Madison County, Virginia. And I went to school at Wolftown, Virginia, WOLFTOWN, and went to school at Ruth, Virginia. Then to Wolftown School. And then I got out. I had to get out when my father passed away to help on the farm, and I had to get out of school, so I didn't finish school.
So you were working?
Yeah, I worked, yeah.
On the farm?
On the farm, right.
What did you do?
Oh, a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Made hay, cut corn, shucked corn, and just regular farm work back in them days.
Like raising livestock?
Had raised some livestock, right? Yeah.
So so you were working in the farm at the time that the Korean War broke out? Is that right?
No, I was working. I enlisted in the Army.
When?
1947.
1947. You enlisted?
In the Army.
Why?
Well, I just wanted to.
You had a job working in the farm.
No, I was working for the Highway Department, Virginia Highway Department, when I enlisted in the Army.
Oh, so you changed your job
from right.
The farm to?
Went to Virginia, worked for the Virginia Highway Department. And then I decided I want to get in the Army and, see a different life. I mean, and so.
Joining Army, was it popular at the time?
Yeah.
Was it popular? Everybody wants to join the Army? Was there?
Well, at that time, everybody, my cousin and I went in together, and we just went in, taking our basic training, went to Guam, came back, went to Fort Lewis, Washington, with the 2nd Infantry Division, and when the Korean War broke out, we went to Korea. And
so, what was your specialty? Were you rifleman or what?
No, I was a tank driver.
Tank driver?
Tank driver.
Wow. So what?
Well, when I was on Guam, I was a heavy equipment operator, operating graders, rollers, cranes, and everything else. And they went in and told me, got to Fort Lewis, Washington, said, well, I see you got a MOS as a heavy equipment operator. Said, I'm going to put you in heavy equipment, so put me in a tank.
What was the name of the tank that you drove?
M26.
M26?
No, M4.
M4.
Right. Yeah.
How is it to drive inside of the tank?
Oh, well, I liked it, yeah.
What do you feel? Tell me the details.
Well, I mean, it's just it was rough going, see. And
how many soldiers inside of the tank?
Five people.
Why do you need 5?
Why do you need 5? Well, you need a driver, an assistant driver, and a loader, and the gunner, and the tank commander. There's a 5 crew.
So how did you know that the Korean War broke out?
How did I know?
Yeah.
Well, they let us know that the Korean War had broke out, and then we was the 1st Division, Army Division, left the States, go to Korea, to Busan.
Most of the Korean War veterans, they say that they always stop at Sasebo or Yokohama.
No, we didn't know. We didn't stop.
So what did you feel that you are going into the war? Were you scared?
Well, not really. I mean, I was young, and, just try to survive. I didn't try to be a hero, but I just done what I was ordered to do, and I know, like my tank commander, he told me where to go and where to put it, and he said, you put it there, so you know how to get it out. So if you want to get out, then so that was a.
So what happened after you arrived in Busan? Tell me about it.
After we arrived in
Yeah.
Busan,
Yeah.
I went to my tank,
Uh-huh.
and we was in combat the next day.
Next day?
Yeah, there's 18 miles of Busan when we landed. Perimeter had an 18-mile perimeter.
How was the situation at the time?
Huh?
How was the situation in Busan perimeter? Was there everyday severe battles?
Well, yeah, you've seen something every day. I mean,
Was it really severe battle there? Was it really?
yeah, we just kept going, and we got them on the push. And after the next time battle, and MacArthur made an invasion up at Incheon and cut the Koreans off, and then we start pushing them.
So were you using tank at the time at
Yeah.
the Busan?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I got off. They got off the ship and went to my tank.
Uh-huh.
And then out we went. Yeah.
Tell me about it. How was it? How exactly was it? You drove the tank
Right.
to the front line.
Right.
And what did you do? Did you stop
We-
there and just bombing or?
Well, we fired and everything else and moved one place to another. Yeah.
But it was a kind of trench war, right?
Do what?
It was kind of trench war. You didn't move around and
Yeah,
did
yeah.
you engage with the North Korean soldiers?
Well, we moved. Yeah, they was trying to ambush and everything else. See, I mean, we just firing on them and moving one place to another, and just kept trying to get them. See, yeah.
Did North Koreans have a tank, their own tank too?
They had tanks too. Yeah.
So which one was better?
Well, I don't know. They had them T-30 something Russian tanks,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know. The other tanks were good too. See.
Had you faced the Russian tank close?
Yeah, pretty close. That's right.
How far? How close?
At least 100 yards. Yeah,
100
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we knocked out a lot of them.
Were you wounded ever?
And did I one?
Wounded?
No, I never was wounded. No,
No.
no.
Uh-huh. So the tank
Like-
protect you.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you eat inside of the tank? Did you sleep inside of the tank? What? Tell me about being inside. Of
I stayed inside the tank, and this tank was from North Africa, from the Second World War.
Oh, from North Africa?
That's why we had a history on where the tank were. See,
Yeah.
and had the seals all was around the hatch where you sit down. There's all gone, and you're sitting in the tank. It rain, water just run down your back. It's
Must be very hot inside, right?
that's right, exactly.
So that, what happened to you after that in the Nakdong River? Did you move north?
Well, we moved north. That's right, correct. And we went on up. I don't know where it were, and we was in this big schoolhouse.
Big what?
Big schoolhouse,
Uh-huh.
different outfits.
Uh-huh.
So they come in and told us that night about 10 o'clock, said, we want you to get ready to march by, we thought we was coming home
Oh,
by Christmas. That's what we thought.
yeah.
And said, get ready to march by 4 o'clock in the morning. That 300,000 Chinese done crossed the Yellow River. And I thought 1,000 times. I said, why didn't we set up and wait on them instead of moving, and they got her back around us,
Right.
surrounded us. And we started to move out, and
Where was it? Do you remember?
Cooneree.
Gunnery?
Yeah.
So you were in what? Chosen?
I was on up in the north, on up.
Yeah.
And so we run out of gas. And so other tanks and something moving out, they just pushed us off the road while things get through, see.
Yeah.
And we cut off 3 days. We stored the guns on the tank and stuff. And we left that night. We stayed there 3 nights and 4 days before I was captured. And well, that on the 30th, they dropped a note in a hand grenade box, and they said helicopter's going to be in here to pick you up. And I had the honest thing, I had food left was a can of cherries, and they was froze. And I take my bayonet, I was getting the cherries out of the can when they dropped this note, said the helicopters are coming. And no helicopters never come.
Oh.
We got captured, and they walked us up the road about 100 yards or so and put us in this ditch. And they said, put your head down between your legs. And they set up machine guns all up the banks. And said, put your head down between your legs. Take your helmet off, put your head down between your legs. Well, I thought that was my time in. And then they said, raise your head. And then they said, no, we're not going to harm you. It's not going to hurt you, American imperialists, they call it. That we're going to try to take care of you. So
That's what Chinese said?
that's what they said.
So
And,
they've been nice to them.
well, they're pretty fair. Because I heard before, and I seen it, that you Koreans capture, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you.
Did you destroy your tank?
Yeah, we stored the guns and things on it. Yeah.
No, tank. Did you destroy the tank when you leave the tank?
We left the tank and destroyed the guns on it, so that nobody could use it. And hit the hills. Hit the hills.
So that's how you captured it.
And that's when I captured it in
Do you remember when was it? October? or
November the 30th.
November the
30th, 1950. And we walked all at night. All at night. Slept in caves, in all villages and everything. It done walked all the night, sometimes 40 below zero. Till we walked from November the 30th to January the 25th, I think. But you know, we stopped along on different places and caves and so forth.
And where did you go? Did you go into the camp by January 25th?
Yeah, that's when we got landed in Camp 5 at Pectown.
Camp 5?
Yeah. They interviewed me, they asked me one time about radar. And I said, I don't know a thing about radar. And they lapped me upside the head with the butt of the rifle. And then again, they asked me how many guys was on a tank. And I told them I didn't know how many was on it.
You knew?
I knew, yeah.
But you didn't
I
say?
didn't tell them.
Why not?
I didn't want to tell them. You wasn't supposed to tell nothing like that.
You know, it's just simple facts that there are 5 men, right?
5 men, and the interpreter said, I know how many is on there. And he said, we could kill you for lying like this. And so they didn't do it, but I said, well, I just don't know.
And they hit you, right?
Oh, yeah, they hit and beat me, yeah.
Where did they hit you?
Well, they beat me on the back. And that first time, they lapped me upside the head with a rifle butt.
Where did you sleep?
Where did I sleep?
Yeah.
Well, when we went to Camp 5, we slept on the floor, on a mat.
How many people were in the room?
I think about 22.
22 people in a room?
In one room. and all of them died twice, besides me and another guy.
What do you mean, die?
Died. And they'd come around and say, how many dead? 2 or 3. We'd drag them out, and when we'd drag them, he couldn't bury them or nothing. Just wasn't able to even drag them out up against the hill there, next to that river of water. Just laid them. Didn't write or get nothing in Camp 5. Nothing.
But
The only thing at Camp 5 they done was trying to give us lectures and things
lectures
like that.
about communism?
About communism, right.
How did you receive that?
Well, I just listen. I mean, in my mind, I'm not worried about it, see. But, at Camp 3, we had a couple instructors. One of them spoke good English.
Chinese man or woman?
No, man, Chinese man. And this one, he said he went to going to school in Texas, college or something. And when the war broke out, that they sent him back to China. And he was one of our interpreters. And we told him, say, now, American is better than China. He said, well, America's all right, but they're too wasteful. And I said, well, that's true to myself. I didn't tell him, but they are, see. American is too wasteful. And we had given us boiling water for a long time. Boil your water before they give it to you. And over there they had some man in the mountains, had good water, and they kept on, then they finally let us drink.
So when you were released from Camp 3?
August
of what?
53.
Wow, you've been there like
33 months.
33 months?
Yep. Got captured November 30th, 1950, and relieved August of 53.
Were you able to write your diary or write back to family?
Oh, yeah, I'd write back to the family, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
During the camp?
Oh, they could give us pen and papers, yeah. At 3, when they got us in a bunch, taking us down to this parade ground, and told us the war, they sound the armistice, and said that you'd be going home in 30 days unless something, said the Americans done something that the cause is not going, and you'd think everybody would be all just jumping up and hollering and happy, but everybody just, can it be so? I mean, just...
Can it be so?
Yeah, yes, that's right. Just like it hit you, say, is this so? Been in that.
Couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it, that's right. Yes, it's...
So since then they treat you better?
What? No,
Chinese.
no, they didn't change a bit. They didn't change when this armistice was signed. They just were the same way. Why? I'm gonna ask you a question. Why can't South Korea and North Korea, same people, why can't they get back together? Ask.
That's exactly the question that I want to ask everybody and to myself.
Why? I don't understand that. And, well, the North sees actually how the South is doing. I can't...
Yeah, it's hard to understand.
That's right. And, it's same, maybe some people up in North, there'll be some relation down in the South. I mean, you don't know. I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
We have the same way as the Berlin Wall, see? And I don't know, I don't understand it.
Yeah. So what did you do after you come back to the States?
I didn't do anything for a couple of years.
Do military pay you?
No, they didn't pay me nothing.
How did you then survive?
How did I survive?
Yeah.
Well, what I got, I mean, they paid my money when I got back out, back pay. And that lasted me for a while, but till I went to work.
How much do they pay you while you were in the camp, prison camp? Was it same salary
Two,
as the soldiers, or was it
$2.50 a day.
they count $2.50
$2.50 a day. That's what I got
for the prisoner of war?
for prisoner of war, right?
So you were there
33 months.
Mhm.
So I think it was about $1,800 or something. Yeah. I think that's about it.
So you were able to survive with that money for a while.
For a good while, yeah.
And then after that, what did you do?
Well, I went to work at a woolly mill in Winchester,
Mhm.
and that closed, was closing. Then I got a job at Henkel Harris Furniture and worked there 32 years. Furniture factory.
When did you retire?
89.
Would you shake hands with the Chinese soldier if I arranged the meeting?
Yeah, I for a while, I didn't like it. But I got thinking, I said, they was doing the same thing that our government, but, yes, I would. I got a doctor in the VA, he's a Chinese.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I used to think, oh, man, but later on, I say, yeah, well, they was doing the same thing that we're doing. We was fighting one another and hadn't done a thing to one another, but we're doing what our government wants us to do.
So you're willing to share?
And,
to shake hands with the Chinese.
Right, yeah, sure am. Yeah. At the age of 21, I landed in Korea with the 2nd Infantry Division as a tank drawer. I was captured November the 30th, 1950 by the Chinese. They walked us from November the 30th until January the 25th, 1951, to Camp 5. This was done all at night time. Sometimes the temperature was 40 below zero. After spending 33 months as a prisoner of war, released when the war was over. Well, this was a picture at Conakry when I got captured, and this was the roadblock.
How did you get that picture?
A guy gave it to me. Somebody got it for me
Okay.
and sent it to me.
So that's the kind of road situation.
Right, that's right. And that's down below the Chosin Reservoir. This is a picture of the uniforms they wore in the wintertime. Chinese uniforms that they give us to wear.
So that's inside of the Camp 3?
Camp 3, right. Yeah.
So who took this picture?
Oh, I don't know. Well, they taking a picture of me pitching horseshoe. And my sister had it, and
Who gave that to you?
This boy in California sent it to me.
Really?
He was a prisoner of war. He had a lot of pictures. Yeah.
What else?
And this is a picture here where the Chinese is trying to teach communists to people, boys.
Mm-hmm.
And
So they were teaching you guys.
they're trying to teach us communists.
Your name in Korean as it pronounced, okay?
There you go.
James Berry.
Right.
This is from the Korean government,
Okay.
okay? Ministry of Patriots and Veterans Affairs and Korean Veterans Association together. This is the back medal. Yes, that's right. You know how to do it. You know how to do it.
Is that right? You got the hole in right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
James, I want to thank you for your service and sacrifice for the Korean nation. Korea is now very strong in economy and democracy, and we couldn't do it without you fight for us.
All right.
So I want to thank you.
Yeah, yes, thank you.